Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So my wife's birthday was coming up a few months ago, and I needed to get her something nice. No, chocolate and flowers are not enough. So I ended up ordering from Blue Nile. They're this big online jewelry company that's supposed to sell stuff cheaper than regular stores. I'd never bought jewelry from them specifically before, and I didn't know really what to expect, but I figured I'd give it a shot and see what happens. So today, I'll tell y'all exactly what it's like ordering from Blue Nile, what worked, what didn't, and whether I'd recommend them. Blue Nile started all the way back in 1999 when buying jewelry online was a strange thing. Their idea is to skip the jewelry store middleman, sell directly to customers. Instead of dealing with pushy salespeople, you can just browse their stuff online and make your own decisions. And they've got a huge selection, 150,000 diamonds, plus tons of other jewelry like necklaces, earrings, bracelets. All their diamonds are certified by GIA. That apparently just means you know what you're getting. And they let you see all around views of most of their diamonds. You can spin them around on your computer, zoom in on the details, and after looking at just pictures on other websites, this was helpful. They also have physical showrooms if you want to go see stuff in person, though I didn't use that, just ordered online and hope for the best. I wanted something with a ruby. That's my wife's favorite stone, so I picked this 3-carat pear-shaped ruby pendant. The ruby itself was $1,050, and the gold setting was another $900, so $1,950 total. That seems reasonable for over 3 carats of ruby, right? Especially compared to when I walked into my local jeweler, he was trying to rip me off. They also offer payment plans if you don't want to pay everything up front, which is nice when you're spending that kind of money. There's no surprise fees or anything. I've heard some real horror stories about people getting shafted in the jewelry world. Shipping is free, and here's how they handle it. If you live in the US, orders greater than $500 in value, including loose diamonds, are shipped overnight via secure carrier. That's more than fair for custom jewelry. Their website is easy to navigate. You can filter by stone type, by price, by the setting style, really whatever you're looking for. Personally, I found what I wanted pretty quickly. The 360-degree diamond views are helpful, though not every piece has them. For the ruby pendant I ordered, I could see photos from different angles, but it didn't have like the full spinny view like their diamonds have. Customer service was decent when I had questions about sizing and shipping. They answered pretty quick, didn't try to talk me into spending more money. And checkout is like buying anything else online. There's no weird upsells or last-minute charges. You just throw them your credit card information, pay, and wait for it to show up. Now, the pendant got to me in about a day. It came nice in a box. It was packaged well, plenty of padding against any potential damage along the way. And when I opened it up, the pendant looked dang good. Good enough to get me out of doing dishes for like a month. The ruby had a nice deep red color. The setting felt solid. It definitely looked like something that was worth what I paid for it. And my wife, obviously, she loved it when I gave it to her. She's been wearing it regularly for months now and hasn't had any issue with the setting or the stone coming loose. The quality seems on par with what you'd get at a normal jewelry store, but for significantly less money and without the hassle or call it social awkwardness of dealing with salespeople. By the way, if you're considering Blue Nile, I've got a link in the description below. For most products we talk about, we have special deals that you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. Okay, the good stuff, clear pricing, decent selection, and the quality was exactly what I expected. There was no surprises, everything arrived easily, and the whole process was smooth. The shipping was fast, and the packaging made it feel like it was something special, just not another online order. Customer service is helpful when I need them, and they don't try to talk down to me or talk me into spending more money like jewelry stores always do. But like I said, not every single piece has those 360-degree views, so sometimes you are still guessing a bit about what you're getting. And if something goes wrong, you're dealing with shipping and returns, all that, instead of just walking back into a store. That can be a pain depending on whatever the problem is. Their selection is huge, which is good, but it can also be overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking for. Okay, people always ask about this. I actually bought my wife's engagement ring from James Allen and this pendant from Blue Nile so I can compare them. James Allen, better diamond videos. Their 360-degree views are just simply clearer, and you can zoom in more. If you're buying a diamond and you want to see every single little detail, James Allen gives you more to work with. Blue Nile is much simpler. Their website is easier to navigate. They don't overwhelm you with a million options. And if you know roughly what you want and you don't need to examine every tiny detail, Blue Nile works totally fine. Pricing wise, they're pretty similar. Sometimes one is cheaper, sometimes the other. It really depends on what you're buying. But both have good return policies if you need, and nice customer service. You really can't go wrong with either one. It just really depends on whether you want more detailed views and options or whether you just want to keep things simple. So would I use them again? Yeah, probably. I mean, the pendant turned out good, the pricing was fair, and the whole process was way less stressful than walking into a physical store. For something like a necklace or earrings, Blue Nile would be fine. For something real important, like an engagement ring, I might still lean toward James Allen just because their diamond videos are better, but Blue Nile is not a bad choice there. So if you want decent jewelry at a fair price without dealing with all the nonsense of a jewelry store, yeah, I'd say go with Blue Nile. I mean, their selection is good, the quality is solid, and the process is straightforward. Now, if you're the type who needs to see and touch everything in person before buying, or you just want the absolute best in diamond viewing technology, I get why you'd want to skip it. But I'd say for most people buying jewelry online, Blue Nile is a safe choice. You'll get what you expect for a reasonable price. And just a reminder, if you're checking out Blue Nile, use the link in the description. We usually have special deals that you won't find if you went straight to their website. If you got any questions about buying jewelry online, or you've also had experience with Blue Nile, let me know. Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear how it went for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.